This is Jay Foster for Health Connection Radio and Body Chemistry Associates. Today we want to talk all about blood sugar imbalances and also the blood sugar imbalances that you may not know you have. And most doctors wouldn't understand the types of blood sugar imbalances I'm discussing unless it came up and bit them in the face because they're not taught about this. Very, very, very important information for both you and your doctor. So at the beginning, before breakfast, our blood sugar should be somewhere around 90. Let's just say 85 to 95. And then we eat something, and it breaks down into sugar, and about half an hour later, it comes up to about 140. Now, what should happen is a tiny little bit of insulin released from your pancreas will control that and slowly bring it down to about where it was before you ate anything, somewhere around 90. And that might happen in 3 or 4 hours, and you go along a little bit, and you get hungry, and you eat something, and it goes up slowly, and the blood sugar comes down slowly, and you have enough for your brain and your body, and everything's happy. That's what is supposed to happen. What happens to most of us is the following. You can start out at breakfast and you eat something and it breaks down into sugar and the blood sugar level comes up, maybe the same amount, but the difference is instead of a tiny little bit of insulin, your body releases way too much. And that sends your blood sugar on a roller coaster crash down. It could drop down to the 80s or 70s or 60s or 50s in severe cases. It doesn't have to drop down that far for you to start having fuel problems in your brain and your body. So the common symptoms when your blood sugar starts to drop are fatigue, headaches, concentration difficulties, short-term memory loss, depression, mood swings, learning disorders in kids, sleepiness after meals, and a 4 o'clock slump. And then if nothing stops your blood sugar from crashing, well, if it does crash to zero, you pass out and die. So that's a life-death situation. So your brain realizes it's an emergency, so it causes your adrenal glands to release the fight or flight hormone called adrenaline. And the adrenaline's released for one reason and one reason only, and that's to pick up your blood sugar to a safe level for the brain and the body. So it does that, and then the emergency's over. But the trouble now is you've got all this adrenaline circulating around, which can contribute to its own set of symptoms. Some people get nervous. Some people actually have panic attacks, anxiety, irritability, heart palpitations, hyperactivity in kids, insomnia, trouble either getting to sleep or staying asleep, acid indigestion, nausea, lack of appetite. Those are all possible just with the adrenaline part. So you get half the endocrine system throwing the blood sugar down. You get the tired symptoms and the headaches and depression, mood swings, concentration difficulties, memory problems. And then the other half fights to keep you alive when the adrenaline may cause panic attacks, anxiety, nervousness, irritability, hyperactivity in kids, heart palpitations, insomnia, acid indigestion, nausea. Now, unfortunately, your doctor's not trained to recognize all those symptoms. And they are trained by the drug companies to give headache medication, tiredness medication, memory medication, depression medication, antidepressants, Ritalin for kids, anxiolytic medication that relieve anxiety, tranquilizers, antidepressants, I said, heart medications because of the rapid heartbeat from the adrenaline, insomnia. So you have sleep medications. Acid indigestion is very chronic, so you have those medications for acid, all because your blood sugar is fluctuating. And they recognize when it goes into type 2 diabetes, which this condition will, it may be in the hypoglycemic stages or the unstable blood sugar goes up and down quite a few times a day, and you can get all these symptoms from that. And the good news is this is totally fixable. If you avoid refined sugar, eat protein at breakfast, a little protein snack before bed, don't go too long without food during the day, and then take a good multi-nutrient that also includes extra chromium. We're going to talk about chromium on a future podcast and other trace elements that affect this. But the bottom line is this unstable blood sugar hypoglycemia left untreated will finally go into type 2 diabetes and all of its problems. And the good news is it's easy to prevent. And even if you've crossed over into type 2 diabetes, and in some cases other types of diabetes, we can often help that. And we've been doing that for 36 years at Body Chemistry Associates. We have both local and long-distance programs, local throughout the state of Florida, and then anywhere nationally or internationally. We can do testing to know what you need as an individual and bring the chemistry back into balance. Call us at 1-800-CHEMIST for more information on our Body Chem programs. 1-800-CHEMIST, 1-800-243-6478. We're going to talk about chromium and how it affects insulin on a future podcast. Jay Foster and Health Connection Radio. Contact us again. Body Chemistry Associates, 1-800-CHEMIST, 1-800-243-6478. On the web, 1-800-CHEMIST.com. Thanks for tuning in today.